Hope you all are fit and fine. So this is your chemistry class and we are at chapter number 2, that is physical and chemical changes. So today we will start the last topic of this chapter and the name of the topic is chemical reactions. So let's start. First of all, you have to know that what are the chemical reactions. So what are the chemical reactions? When one or more substances, or you can say that elements or compounds, undergo a chemical change with the absorption and evolution of energy and give rise to new substance, that is called product. So this process is called chemical reaction, and in chemical reaction chemical changes takes place, means the chemical composition of the substance changes. So let us learn more about the chemical reactions. So here two substances react with one another and give rise to new substances. So let us assume that in reaction A plus B give rise to C plus D. So in this A plus B react with each other and give C plus D. So there is a formation of a chemical equation. So in this A and B participate in a chemical reaction and undergo a chemical change. So these are called the reactants. So on the other hand, there is a formation of a new substances. So these are called products. And this arrow represents the completion of the reaction and the formation of the product. In the chemical reaction, the reactants written on the left hand side and the product written on the right hand side. If there is any condition for the reaction, for example, if there is a requirement of heat, that can be written at the top of the arrow. Now look at the examples of chemical reaction, like hydrogen reacts with oxygen to give us water. So here the reactants are hydrogen and oxygen. So first of all, write down the names of reactants. Hydrogen plus oxygen give rise to new substance, that is water. So now we will write the symbols of these reactants and product. Hydrogen symbol is H2, oxygen symbol is O2, and this will give rise to H2O, that is water. Now we will see the conditions for a chemical change or a chemical reaction. So first condition is close contact, second one is the state of the reactants, third one is heat, fourth one is light, then pressure, electricity, use of the catalyst and the concentration of the reactants. Now we will read these conditions one by one. So the first one is close contact. A chemical reaction occurs when the substances are brought in close contact with each other. Means the reaction is only possible when the reactants are very closer to each other. If they are far apart from each other, then the reaction is not possible, and this can be done with the help of grinding the reactants together, dissolving the reactants in a suitable solvent. So for example, when sodium is added in a water, then there is a formation of sodium hydroxide and there is a release of hydrogen gas. So it is only possible when we dissolve sodium in water. So the second condition is state of the reactants, and we know that there are the three states of reactant. First one is the solid state, second one is the liquid, and the third one is the gas state. And the rate of the reaction depends on the frequency of the collisions. And we know that in case of solids, the particles are very closer to each other and the movement of the particle is negligible. And kinetic energy is least, and hence collision is not possible in case of solids. But in case of liquids, there are some spaces present between the particles of the liquid and they show movement, and the kinetic energy is more than that of the solid state, and hence collisions are also more in this state. In case of gases, there are large vacant spaces present between the particle. So in this case, the motion of the particle is maximum and hence kinetic energy is also maximum. So collision rate is also maximum in case of gases. So the gases reacts very rapidly as compared to that of the liquids and solids. So the third condition is heat. So some reactions occur only by heating. So heat increases the temperature, and which increases the kinetic energy. So the number of collisions increases, and which increases the rate of the chemical reaction. So for example, iron and sulfur, they react with each other in the presence of heat, and there is a formation of iron sulfide, and this reaction can be done only in the presence of heat. Without heating, this reaction is not possible. Next condition is light. So some reactions takes place in the presence of light. For example, hydrogen and chlorine, they will react only in the presence of sunlight, and there is a formation of hydrogen chloride. If this reaction done in dark, then this reaction is not possible. So the second one is photosynthesis. This photosynthesis process also takes place in the presence of sunlight. And the reactions that takes place in the presence of light, these are called the photochemical reactions. Here photo indicates to light. Next condition is pressure. Some reactions takes place only when the reactants are subjected to high pressure. For example, the formation of ammonia. In this, nitrogen and hydrogen, they are subjected to high pressure, that is 200 to 900 atmospheric pressure. And then there is a formation of ammonia. In the similar way, sulfur trioxide is formed when sulfur dioxide and oxygen is subjected to high pressure. Next condition is electricity. Some reactions occur when electric discharge is passed. For example, water decomposes on passing the electric current, and then there is a formation of hydrogen and oxygen gases. So the next condition is catalyst. So first of all, we have to know that what is a catalyst. So catalyst is a substance that alters the reaction rate of a particular chemical reaction, but it does not take part in a chemical reaction. There are two types of catalyst. First one is positive catalyst, that increases the rate of the reaction, and the second one is negative catalyst, that decreases the rate of the reaction. So this is the function of catalyst, to increase or to decrease the reaction rate. For example, in the formation of ammonia, iron is used as a catalyst. Next term is promoter. What is promoter? A substance which increases the efficiency of a catalyst is called as promoter. In the formation of ammonia, molybdenum acts as a promoter as it increases the efficiency of the iron catalyst. The last condition for the chemical reaction is concentration of the reactants. So more is the concentration of the reactants, more is the number of collision, and faster is the rate of the reaction. So with the increase in the concentration of the reactant, the rate of the reaction also increases.